going back to Point Given, and Thunder Gulch as well, the Derby winner in the mid-90s.
Yeah, father and son felt pretty good. And I'll tell you what.
How'd the start go?
Not well. I could tell that my assistant starter was very nervous, and his hand was squeezed so tight on Thunder Gulch's rein that his knuckles were turning white. And I said, relax a little bit. Well, he forgot to let go of him, and he leapt up in the air at the start, and I'm thinking, oh man, but it actually put me exactly where I needed to be in the race. I kept him about 3 wide the entire race and tracked, and he could be a little bit of a playboy, but he grew up on Derby Day, and he got better with each and every one of his races. He did some things that no other horse has accomplished. Ran through all 3 Triple Crown races, winning the Derby and the Belmont Stakes, came back 3 weeks later at Hollywood Park, what is now the Las Barrera race, and even Seattle Slew got beat out in that race at 10 cents on the dollar. Not him. He came back. He won the Haskell. He won the Travers. And he was some kind of racehorse. As tough a horse as I ever rode in my career.
They believed he might be the only horse that could beat Cigar in '95 going into the Classic. His last race was a Jockey Club Gold Cup, retired shortly thereafter. It's a quote I always remember from D. Wayne Lucas when he was watching that '95 Kentucky Derby, because his best 3-year-olds were Serena Song and Timber Country. Lucas is watching the race. He says the ballerina, Serena Song, is spent. She's tired. The champ, Timber Country, is far back and in trouble. Thunder Gulch is going to win this race at 24-1, who you did have to be convinced to come back from Japan or whatever it was the time to ride.
I literally wasn't going to come back. I'd flown too many times. I'd won the Santa Anita Derby on Larry the Legend, and I thought he was going to be favored for the Kentucky Derby. When I landed back in Hong Kong, Ron Anderson was waiting for me at the airport, and he looked like somebody kicked his little red wagon into a ditch. I said, what's going on? We just won $1 million race. He said he broke down in the race. He's not going to race anymore. He's fine, but he's done racing. He said, but Wayne Lucas called. He wants you on Thunder Gulch. And I said, no. He'd gotten beaten the Bluegrass, and Pat Day rode him. I got a phone call from my buddy Mike Smith, and that's who convinced me to come back and ride him, and thank God he did. Thanks, buddy.
24